Let's bring in Congressman Byron Donalds from Florida. I mean, he knows what he's talking about, this guy, so we ought to talk to him this morning. These two of the crypto bills are back on track, and they hope to get the other one done a little later. Does that work for the crypto business?
Yes, it does. I mean, look, if you compare where we are right now to where we've been, Stu, the last 4 years, the Biden administration was trying to take out the crypto industry altogether. We really are at the goal line, per se. And at this point, it's about getting through the Genius Act. I think that we'll get through today. There's still some early morning meetings, but I think that's going to pass today. And then when it comes to the Clarity Act, this is about market structure, 93% of the digital assets industry. That's where I think there's going to be a much stronger attempt to deal with CBDC. And look, Stu, let me make this simple for everybody. 4 years ago or so, the Biden administration tried to put in a rule to allow the Treasury Department to have full access to every bank account of the American people. There was a universal revolt against that policy. Nancy Pelosi stripped that provision out of one of their reconciliation packages. CBDCs, I know this is very technical, but a central bank digital currency would essentially give the Federal Reserve an ability to examine and monitor all stablecoin transactions in the United States. And so that's what members do not want to happen. I'm opposed. The Republican conference is opposed. These 12 members are vehemently opposed. And so it's about doing the hard work, primarily in the Senate, not in the House, to make sure that we ban central bank digital currencies forever.
I think I understand it, so let's move on. New York City mayoral candidate, the socialist, Zohran Mamdani, he's in D.C. right now. AOC is hosting a breakfast for him. I want you to listen to what your fellow Florida congressman, a Democrat, Jared Moskowitz, had to say about Mamdani. Watch this.
I have vast disagreements with him, obviously. You know, he's a socialist, I'm a Democrat, but he's had a very good online campaign, so I'm gonna go and listen. We are different ends of whatever the Democratic tent is now, okay? But at the end of the day, I think everybody, even his detractors, would say he ran one of the best digital campaigns we've seen, and that is definitely the frontier in communications. And so, look, I have disagreements with AOC on issues, but she's an unbelievable communicator. And we can acknowledge when we disagree with people that they still have talent. And so I'm coming to listen to what he has to say on communications.
Congressman, I get the impression that House Democrats are warming to the socialist. What say you?
I don't know what's going on at the Democratic breakfast, Stu, but it must be scrumptious if AOC brought Mamdani in. Look, at the end of the day, the policies are crazy. Let's just call it what it is. They're crazy policies. They make no sense. These are things that were tried in the 60s and the 70s. They actually were very detrimental to poor people and working families in our country, and the country moved away from that stuff. And so because the Democrats, to be blunt, recklessly spend money, they overregulate every industry in the United States, making it far more difficult to do basic things. Now they want to return to the crazy policies once again. That is not just a Zohran Mamdani problem. That is a Democrat problem. So I hope they enjoy their breakfast. When that's done, they should join the rest of us in the real world. Let's have sound policies, sound regulation, stop overspending, and make sure that we have an economy that works for all Americans.
You're still top of the polls for next year's Florida gubernatorial primary. President Trump's always been in your corner. That's made the difference, hasn't it? Trump and the power of the presidency.
Oh, absolutely. Listen, I'm honored to have President Trump's endorsement to be Florida's next governor. And so with that support, we've been all over the state meeting with groups. I mean, Stu, I was in Sarasota a couple of days ago. It was a women's lunch when they don't hold the lunch in the summertime in the middle of July because it's very, very hot. The place was packed. We're very excited, but we have a long way to go in this race. At the end of the day, Florida's the best state in the country. We have had great leadership. Governor DeSantis has done a great job. My job, what I'm asking the voters of Florida to do is give me that opportunity to make sure that we keep us as the best state in the country and take our state to a whole nother level.
All right. We always appreciate you being on our program. Thanks very much indeed. Byron, we'll see you again later. Yes, Congressman.